All right. Let's give this a moment. I'm not entirely sure what's happened there because all that should have been perfectly fine for streaming, but apparently not, which is interesting. Interesting. Let people wander back in. Do your channel. Am I live? Apparently I'm live. Very strange. Very, very strange. That's very bizarre. Right. Disappear that. Fetch that back. Right, well, we're not going to use that again. Because that didn't work out very well, did it? So... yeah. Very strange. Very, very strange. Let me... Do. Peculiar. Right. Okay. We'll do it a different way then. Where is the one that I know is perfectly fine, even though that one should have been? We're going to have to tweak a few things here, I think. Right. Bear with me while I play about with some things. Figure out what was going on there. I'm going to start the timer back off.
I'll be your idol.
Well, that was a thing that happened. How did we all get on with that slightly extended 1 hour break, stream, sprint thing? Yeah, slightly baffled by what happened, not gonna lie. Why can't I see? Ah, that's what I want. Well, how did people get on anyway, despite the small interruption, shall we say? Oh, that's pretty. I like that. I mean, that fits for how the world is right now, so we'll have that one. Oh, no. So I have got about 50 pages off where I want to be today. So the next one will only be 45 minutes. But yeah, that was a thing which I'll have a look into. It's dinged me for policy violation, even though when I've now looked at it, there is no policy violation on there. At least nothing that I haven't had before from when I have music on, which is that, yeah, you're allowed to use all this. There's no impact. So, whatever. The fact it took so long into the video for that to happen, however. Got my gratitude jars. What is a gratitude jar? Also, notes. Notes? What are these notes that you speak of? Notes don't exist. Yeah, weird one. Also, for people that don't know, there's a by-election in the UK in Clacton-upon-Sea, where the leader of the Reform Party has stepped down because he wants a circus, really. But he's been investigated for donations not being declared properly. Basically, that's the very, 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 very basic. It's a bit more complicated than that. And he has stepped down as MP and is restanding to be an MP because it's up to the people to decide before the investigation's concluded. So, right now it is him versus Liam Fox, who is a horrendous human being, former actor. Count Binface, and Henry West, who is a Twitch streamer who has the persona of basically a height of English Empire red shirt. So that's going to be... There's nothing like British politics. There's nothing like British politics. I write things down I'm grateful for. Then on med days I have a visual good things. Oh, I'm not sure what that would be a very, very small. I need a very small jar. For thankfulness, then in my case. But we're going to do one more sprint. It's going to be 45 minutes, and that'll take us to 3:45. Norwegian news is full of football. I mean, to be fair, so's ours, but... And obviously we play Norway on Sunday. Is it Sunday? Saturday? One of the days. And I'm looking forward to it, although it looks like it may end up getting pushed back slightly because of thunderstorms. So that's fun. Saturday. Okay. I couldn't remember which one it was. Well, that's fine, because I'll stay up and watch it. Yeah, I just won't sleep. I'll make my kids stay up and watch it as well. They can suffer. So, yeah, after today, me and Luna are not friends until next week, just so everybody knows we are enemies. Not really, obviously, but I do like my football. So, I will watch it. I will watch it. But... we're going to do one last sprint. That's not how that works. Row, row, row. Exactly. If you've not seen, check them out on YouTube. The celebrations from the team and the crowd as well, because the crowd get pretty involved in the celebrations. To be fair, which is a joy to see. I'm just trying to type. No. Yes. Okay. Just for my own sanity, I'm not actually going to put music on this one. So we'll have some... there's a little bit of sound running in the background anyway. Wherever my sound monitor thing is. That one. We'll just turn it up a little bit. So yeah, you're just going to have basically soothing wind sounds and leaves for the last one. Because I don't really want to poke the YouTube gods too hard today. But one last sprint, 45 minutes, then we'll come in, say our goodbyes, see where we all got to, and call it a day. Oh, you know what? I've not even seen him in the news. Such an insignificant human. Like most, to be fair. But I love the fact that you see that and I don't as well. That amuses me greatly. But there we go. But one last sprint. I'm still trying to get my head around this book. I'm trying to figure... It keeps giving me really loose connective tissue between the two time frames. And I can't quite piece it together yet. And it's irritating me because I feel like I'm going to have a eureka moment. And it's annoying me. But we'll start the last sprint. Close my thing off. And then we'll bounce back at the end. I'll remember to turn my camera on as well at the end. Because I didn't do this time round. So, 45 minutes for the last sprint. Hopefully I can get to the halfway point of the book. Prince Harry, the idiot who married Meghan Markle and complains about privacy while putting all his life out there. But yeah, 45 minute sprint, going to start now. And there we go. That is the last sprint done. Let me silence some stuff, if it'll let me. There we go. So first off, welcome to Isla El Esme. I just butchered my ability to speak then. Don't know what those words were. How did everybody get on with that last one? I made it to the halfway point of the book. I've not put my thing on. Give me a second. There we go. Oh, I look bedraggled. Wow, that's impressive. I made it to page 192 in total. So that is past the halfway point for the book. So I am quite pleased with the progress made today. But how did everyone get on? I had a quick look at the Graceling Realm series while we were chatting as well. Book 5's cover is beautiful. I really like the really colourful cover for that book. So, oh, don't put recipes on for stuff because I'll feel the need to make them. And I like food. Well, that can disappear. I don't need that there anymore. Go away. Vanito. There we go. So, yeah, got past the halfway mark. It's interesting how these two time periods are literally interacting with each other in this book. Just put the dust jacket back on. It's decent. It's still not blowing me away. But it's pretty good. It's all going to come down to how it ties off at the end. You can. I still need to get a passport so I can escape this wretched country. But I am going to emigrate to Norway. So yeah, halfway through, this is what I'm reading. Japanese Gothic. This is the Pretty Illuma Crate edition. Well, the Evernight edition. So thank you, Luna, for picking this one for me today as well. In terms of the channel then, the next lot of stuff you can expect. Review for Fabulous Bodies by Chuck Tingle is out on the channel now. On, where are we? What day are we on? Thursday. On Saturday, review for Herotic is going up. That book doesn't release till September though. And then, is that it for the channel? Is that all I have planned? I can't remember. Also, I said I would do it, and I haven't done, so let me just... There it is. I want to get... So, because he is the... I don't think he's still here, although I could be wrong. I'm going to throw in a link to Noah's Twitch. His Twitch... I have forgotten how English works, which is a problem. He is... That's okay. You can watch it on rewatch. It's fine. Family comes first. Right. Where, how, why, what have I done? I have broken things again. Right. Links. There we go. There we go. This is how we do it. So this is a link to Noah's Twitch. He is streaming at 6 o'clock, I think he said. He's not here to do it himself. So there we go. And then as well, if people are interested in more sprints, there is Paula over at her channel, whose name I cannot remember because I am a terrible person. Family and Books. Paula over at Family and Books is doing a crafting and productivity sprint today. So there's a few people in there, so there is a link to that as well if you still want to do some focus sprints for the day. And yeah, still here is Lesme. So tell us a little bit about, before we disappear, tell us a little bit about the Fire that you read at the moment by Kristin Kishore. It's book 2 in a series from what I have seen. So tell us a little bit about that. I'm assuming you're enjoying it. You also said the ending of book 1 upset you. So curious what happens there. At one point I will possibly get to it, but I have such a backlog of books to read. It is embarrassing at this stage. But anyway, just give people a minute to tell me if anyone has any plans, anything they're doing over the weekend, anything they've got coming up. Please feel free to throw it in the chat now. If you're a mod, you can do it with links as well. So far, the second book of Graceling Realm series is really good. It looks interesting. Like I say, the book 5's cover is gorgeous. That's the sort of thing I would just pick up. You're working this weekend. Luna, what are you doing that for? That's normally me that does that. I'm on leave, so I don't have to. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying it, and I think you said you were quite close to the end. I presume you're going to be carrying... It's about a girl named Fire who is a half-monster, which makes her insanely beautiful. All right, okay, that's interesting. That's interesting. Oh, people are bothering me now. Why do people do this? Right, that's you dealt with. Lots of people find it would cause lots of desire and hatred. Okay. Are you working in the kids department? That sounds even worse. I mean, I have kids, and I despise all children. I don't really. But I'd assume that gets very loud. And again, it's a library, so it shouldn't get loud. Really. Maybe it's just UK kids are just a bit too unruly. That maybe what it is. No, I'll definitely give definitely give that series a check out at some point though. I need to get through this book. I cannot buy any more books this month. I am not allowed. I am banned. I say this every month, but no more. Kingdom is at war, so Kingpin asking her to help them since she can read and alter people's brains. Okay. Sounds almost siren-like. Interesting. Start making dinner. Yes, you should. I am going to wander off now because I am also hungry. No, Elaine, you are winning. You're winning this year. It's been decided. No, you're not. No, you're definitely not. Jenny's winning this year. Piss doesn't like her, but the king falls in love, which causes problems. Yeah, I can imagine that'd cause some problems. Okay, I'll definitely give it a check out at some point then. Going to make Dar with Kel. I'm not going to be that healthy. Elaine, I am still behind you. I am staying behind you. You are going to stay ahead of me for the rest of the year. I'm saying this. I know I have stuff pre-ordered, and I know I have arcs coming, and I know I have special editions every month now because I'm on the Mindsight list. So, hooray! But anyway, thank you everyone for joining me. Welcome to new people who popped in as well. Margaret's ahead of you. Oh, so Kat was lying. She said I was third. That means I'm fourth. That means I'm second bottom. How is that possible? She does not like altering minds, though, and she feels bad and all. Ah, fair. So you got a bit of a moral dilemma there. Fair enough. Fair enough, but thank you for joining me. I don't know when I'll do another one of these because for those of you that have been around a little bit of time, I'm kind of on a social media semi-break. But go and check out Paula's stream, which I will pin quickly just to make it easier if it'll let me. Yeah. If you want some more sprints, pop over there, share the love. I am going to go get some food. Hello, Leslie. Your timing is terrible because I'm about to go. But you'll be glad to know, Leslie, that I have committed in the chat today to recording at some point a live reaction to Heated Rivalry. I've said it here, so now I've got to do it. But hey, everybody is welcome. We all love books and we all love to talk about them in here. So it's a wonderful, wonderful place to be. At some point, yes. It will not be this month. I do have a week off in August, so it might be then. But we'll see. I will do it. In fact, I will commit to doing it this year. There we go. You can't ask more than that from me. But I'm going to go because I'm hungry and I want to go for a bit of a wander as well while the sun's out. So thank you for joining me. I hope you all have an amazing rest of your day. Have a great weekend as well. Enjoy your reading. Lol, says the man who's... Right, okay, I need to... Hang on, can I show this? Show. I have a message here from Jenny because I asked her for backup today. And I said, you need to help me. And she says, it's true, we shall be watching The Lion King in my new flat when I eventually move in. It is... God, I'm trying to... As evidence... Hang on, let me... Because I'm not being called a liar. Not that you can read it, but... There's the message, which you can't read because it's too blurry. But... Evidence is there. It will get watched. Right, I'm going away now before I get shouted at. I love you all. Have a great rest of the week. Have a great weekend as well. Enjoy your reading, and I will catch people somewhere, somehow, very soon. Thank you for joining me.